Ladies and gentlemen, you've made your choice and now it's their turn to feel it. They won't realize what's happened at first. No, they'll carry on like everything's normal, believing they've won, thinking they've buried you in their past. But the weight of your absence, it'll catch up to them. Slowly, like a shadow creeping over their life, they'll feel the void that's growing, the emptiness left by your departure. They might not even know it yet, but very soon they'll come to understand. They didn't just lose someone, they lost something irreplaceable. It starts small. A little discomfort in the quiet moments, a twinge in the spaces where you once filled their world. They'll pretend it doesn't matter, maybe even convince themselves that things are better this way. But deep down they'll feel it, the hollow ache where you once stood. You were never just a piece in their game. You were the one making everything work, the energy that kept it all moving forward. And without you, it's all starting to crack. They'll try to move on, at least on the surface. To others, they'll act like nothing's wrong, like your absence doesn't faze them. But in those quiet, private moments, the truth will start to sink in. The distractions fade, and in the silence they'll hear it, the echo of everything they lost, everything they let slip away. What was once taken for granted is now gone, and that's when the sting of regret will hit. But while they're just beginning to notice the cracks, you've already moved forward. You saw it coming long before they did. You knew your worth, and you knew that staying in a place where you weren't valued wouldn't serve you. You didn't leave out of spite or for revenge. You left because you had a vision, a purpose that went far beyond what they could offer. You left because you knew something greater was waiting for you. Walking away wasn't weakness, it was your strength. It was the realization that you didn't need their approval, didn't need their validation to grow. In fact, leaving them behind was the best thing you could have done for yourself. Now, you're out there building something new, something they'll never be a part of. And that's why the regret they'll feel isn't just about missing you. It's about knowing they could have had you, but they let you go. For a while, they'll keep pretending. They'll patch things together, trying to fill the void you left behind with temporary fixes. They'll look for replacements, people to fill the space you once occupied. But nothing will feel right. The cracks are already showing, and the more they try to cover them up, the more obvious it becomes. They're missing something essential. They'll never admit it to anyone, maybe not even to themselves, but deep down, they'll know. It won't happen all at once. No, the real damage is slow, insidious. What they built is starting to crumble. Their pride, their arrogance, it blinded them to what they had until it was too late. And now, they're scrambling, trying to hold together a world that's falling apart piece by piece. But it's too late. The foundation is already broken. They lost the one thing holding it all together, you. Meanwhile, you're growing. You've stepped away from their small world and into something much bigger. You're not tied to the past anymore, not stuck in the loops they're still caught in. Every step you take is a step forward, and with every new move, you're creating something better than before. It's not about proving them wrong, and it's not about revenge. It's about creating a future that's free from their limitations. They'll never understand that. They're still stuck in the past, reliving old moments, wondering where it all went wrong. They'll try to pull you back, try to remind you of the times you shared, but you're beyond that now. You've moved on. You're building something that doesn't rely on their approval or their involvement, and that's something they'll never be able to grasp. The pain they'll feel isn't just about losing you. It's about realizing they were never prepared for life without you. They thought they could handle it, thought they could carry on without you, but they'll soon see the truth. Every attempt to replace you will fail. Every effort to rebuild without you will fall short. And the worst part? It's the knowledge that they had the chance to keep you, but their pride, their blindness, let you slip away. That's when the regret will hit them hardest. It'll be a slow, gnawing ache that doesn't go away. It'll creep into their minds at night, in the quiet moments when there's no one else around. The silence will speak louder than any words ever could, reminding them of everything they've lost. It'll haunt them, not as a ghost, but as a weight they can't shake off. The weight of missed opportunities and unspoken words. But here's the thing. They won't even realize that you've already won. By walking away, by choosing yourself, you've claimed the victory. You don't need their acknowledgement or their regret to validate your worth. You're already building something far greater than they could ever imagine. And while they're stuck in the ruins of what could have been, you're moving toward a future filled with possibility. You're not looking back because you don't need to. You've let go, and in doing so, you've freed yourself from the weight of their world, their opinions, their regrets, their attempts to pull you back. They don't matter anymore. You're focused on what lies ahead, on the life you're creating now that you're free from their expectations. They'll keep spinning in their circles, trapped in the loops of their own making. But you've stepped into something they'll never be able to touch. Your silence, your absence, is more powerful than anything you could have said or done. It's not about revenge, it's about freedom, and that's what they'll never understand. In the end, it's not about what they lost, it's about what you gained. You've moved on, you've grown, and you've stepped into a future that's untouchable. They're left behind, stuck in the past. But you've already won by choosing yourself. The power lies not in holding on to what was, but in building what will be. And now, you're unstoppable. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and remember, you're in control. Always.